everybody, Rabbi David here, your Torah tech guy, and I'm here to share with you some great tech for your great Torah. So you're not quite ready to go the road of a mirrorless camera or a DSLR or a fancy PTZ camera, but you do want the best webcam you can get. Well, I'm going to try and show you that best webcam that you can get right now. Take a look at this guy. This is the Insta360 Link. And the camera that you're looking on right now is the actual Insta360 Link. I'll show it to you in a second. So this is a really nice camera. Just came out. This is from a camera company. They have made a lot of 360-degree cameras and GoPro type cameras, I believe. This is their first webcam. And I have to tell you, I think it's probably the best webcam that you can buy. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap at all. So if you head over to their website, Insta360.com, you'll be able to check out the whole thing. You get the intro video, the whole thing. If you want to buy this webcam, it's $299.99 is the price of this webcam. For what it does, I have to tell you, I think it's worth it, 100% worth it. So let me show you the Insta360. That's it right there. That little tiny guy is the Insta360. Now, I have it mounted on an arm, but you can also very easily mount it right on top of your computer. Just for comparison's sake, this is my other favorite PTZ-like camera, the OBSBot 4K. There's the OBSBot. And there is the Insta. It is significantly smaller, very, very tiny, this little Insta360. So let me show you what this guy can do. So I'm going to start. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's change over to the Insta360, and I will go over to this. So hi, David here on the Insta360. One of the powerful things that the Insta360 can do is it can track you, just like on Apple's, what do they call it? Not continuity camera, that's the new one with the phone, but on the latest iPads, on the latest iPhones, and even on the latest iMac, I think, and maybe MacBook Pro, I'm not sure about the MacBook Pro, you can actually get it to follow you. So if I give it the little signal here, it is now blinking blue, and it will now follow me wherever I go. And I have to tell you, it is much faster and more accurate than Apple stuff. I mean, it's really pretty amazing. Imagine you're up on the bimah. Hold on, I'm going to go over here. And it's got that smart zoom feature also, right? So imagine you're up on the bimah or you're teaching a class and you're a mover and a shaker. I'm a mover also, right? I don't want to have to worry about staying in the frame. You set this guy up. It's so small. You just put it on a little stand right in front of you, and it'll just follow you wherever you go. Even on the bimah, I can imagine having this on a little tiny tripod, or just kind of sticking out from the amud, and it's just there, and it's just following you around the bimah. Really, really powerful. The image quality is fantastic. Now, this is not the best image quality you're going to get right now because my lights are actually over here, whereas they should be in front of me, right? That's like the number one thing about lighting, is that make sure you have your lighting in front of you, not behind you. So even this, I look a little washed out here. That's because my lighting isn't fantastic, but it really is incredibly powerful. The image quality is fantastic. The motion sensing, you can zoom in or zoom out. Let's see a second to zoom in or out. Oh wait, you have to do, and then you go up and down. Yeah. Just like that, you can zoom in or out. Come on. I keep looking this way because that's where my screen is. That's kind of cool. It's got this really neat whiteboard feature. It's pretty fantastic. Let me show you how I'm going to be using it, actually. So the way that I use it is to show things on my desk. So if I go back over to this scene, I've got me and this, and let's see, if I want to show you the mixer that I'm using, it's right there. I can, let's see, go into my Stream Decks right over there. So you get the idea, right? You can zoom into all of these different presets that you create. And I'll show you how to create those presets. It's going to find it eventually. It's scooching down. There's my TV, my portal TV back there. In any case, I think you get the idea. So let me show you the interface for this. Let's see, how am I going to show you the interface for this? I forgot to do that. Let's go into this scene right here. Ready? Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Studio full. There we go. All right. So this is the Insta360 interface here. And let me come back actually over to me. Oh, God, that's zoomed in. Hold on. Let's get out. Let's zoom that out. Okay. So the first thing you'll notice is that I can just drag around in the preview window and it'll move for me, which is really, really nice. There's also sort of a digital gimbal over here where you can move to the right or the left or up or down. These are your presets down here. So you can set these presets to go to certain places. So, oh, again, I'm really too big in that shot. There we go. So before, when we started, right, when I was showing you the box, I was on this preset right here, showing you the box, which I call product. And what you do is you just find the preset. So let's go to another space, right? If I want to show my microphone, find the preset, and then you click on the plus button. You can have up to 6 presets. If you have run out of presets, as I did right before this, you just click on one, right click and update, and it'll change to that new preset that you have. One of the things that I really wanted this to be able to do is, oh, wait, I forgot to show you one important thing. So you don't have to have this open while you are, while you're doing all of this, right? So if you click right up at the top here, I should have showed you that, sorry. Let me go back to that. If you click right up in the top here on this little guy, it will minimize the whole thing down to the very bottom of your screen. And then you've got here at the bottom of your screen, it's just your basic controls. You've got your 6 presets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got, do you want auto tracking? There's desk view. I'm sorry, this is actually, I think product view, desk view. There are a few different settings in here. In a synagogue setting, I'm not sure that you're going to use many of these. Although you could absolutely use this as a really fantastic Torah cam. In fact, now that I think of it, this would be a great use for a Torah cam. I'll talk about that in 1 second. One of the things I wanted is I wanted to be able to assign these buttons, these presets, to Stream Deck keys or keyboard commands. I can't do that yet, based on what I've seen natively in the app. But what I used is a program called Keyboard Maestro to watch what I'm doing with my mouse, and then I was able to assign that to a keyboard preset, to a Stream Deck preset. So again, if I have over here on my Stream Deck, I've got these different buttons, which if I press them, it will bring me right over to those presets. So let's say you are you're in the sanctuary, you have this right in the middle of your Amud. And most of the time it's following you, right? You give it the little symbol. This is how you kind of activate the following. You just hold your hand up like that. It's following you around. Then when you get to the Torah cam, you don't have to move the camera at all. Because it's on a 3-axis gimbal, it just points itself down. It will automatically reorient the view so that what people are seeing at home isn't upside down. So you don't have to move the camera at all. It's really pretty fantastic. I can't really show it to you here because of the way I have it set up. But if you go over, let me bring you over to their website again, and let's see if we can get a view of that. Let's see. Versatile modes. Yeah. So it is a 4K camera, which is really nice. It's a larger sensor, which means you're going to get better resolution with it. So I want to see if it's going to show us, right? That's the movement. Here we go. Right? So this is the desk shot. What it does is it will point down. It'll invert the shot. It'll turn the shot around. That green light, that's not real. You don't actually see that. So you could actually use this in your sanctuary as your one camera for you and your Torah reading, if you wanted to, and the Torah. It could be really, really powerful that way. As I said before, it is not a cheap, it's not an inexpensive webcam. you get what you pay for with these things. So $300 is going to be a heck of a lot cheaper than any DSLR or mirrorless camera that you can get. This thing is so tiny that you really can put it anywhere. Now, what are the drawbacks of this? Well, one drawback is perhaps the price, right? If we're used to buying $100 webcams or cheaper, $300 is going to have a lot of sticker shock. I would say that another downside to this, it's not really a downside because it's not what it was meant to do, but one of the challenges of this is that this is not a PTZ, a pan tilt zoom camera that you could mount in the back of the sanctuary. It does not have the zoom for that. When I was showing you it before, you saw how it zoomed in tightly on me and my head was huge and that was scary, but I'm literally arm's length away from it. This is not going to zoom more than 3 to 5 feet. Maybe a little more. It's going to get grainier as you zoom in because this is not an optical zoom. This is a digital zoom. It's basically just cropping in the image. So this is not going to replace, if you have a big sanctuary and you want a camera in the back that no one can see, this will not replace your big fancy PTZ camera. But if you just are looking for something simple, you put it on a little stand, maybe you even just clamp it to the end of your Amud, right? It just stands up. It's not obtrusive. It now becomes your main camera. You've got a nice shot of yourself. It's right in front of you. You've got a nice shot of yourself. You can use it. It'll follow you around the bimah. It'll actually follow you 360 degrees. So if you walk out, as long as it can see your face, it will follow you. And you can use it as a top-down camera, as a Torah cam. I think this could be a real winner for smaller synagogues, maybe, even if you're teaching a class. If you're teaching a class and you have a Gemara out or a Chumash out and you want to be able to show the actual text of the Gemara or the page set out of the Gemara or anything like that, and you want to have a camera that will follow you, that you can control without touching it, just by going like this to zoom, by going like this to have it auto track you, this could be a real winner for it. It's called the Insta360 Link. You can get that at Insta360.com. I have lots of other resources available to you, products that I love, trainings for you. You can find them all over at TorahTechGuy.com. I hope that you'll subscribe to this channel, that you like this video on Facebook. If you have questions about the stuff that I'm doing, if you have questions about something that you're trying to do, ask me on Facebook, on YouTube, reach out to me through TorahTechGuy.com. I'd love, love, love to help you and to offer you the support that you need with your great tech and most importantly, your great, great Torah. So that is the Insta360 Link. Here's that shot again. Let me show it to you again. I love this. I love this. Wait, now I'm going to change. Let's go back to this shot. There it is, the Insta360 Link. I just love this. It really is so, so much fun. That's what I got for you, folks. Have a wonderful day. Bye.